Hello, everyone. This is your favorite president, Donald J. Trump. Recently, I started a war in Iran. It's not a war, but it is a war. And for reasons I don't care to understand, we are out of fertilizer.
J.D. Vance revealed that he believes that what are reported as alien sightings are actually demons living among us, and no one even noticed because his boss baby has been filling his diaper in the bigliest way probably ever. He fired his attorney general, Pam Bondi, for not doing enough illegal stuff for him. And this is how well liked she is.
Easter weekend is usually simple and joyful, filled with family, sweets, and a little harmless chaos. But this time, everything took an unexpected turn, as while kids were busy hunting for eggs, a completely different kind of tension was building elsewhere, and right in the middle of it, Donald Trump was making moves that felt less like normal updates and more like shockwaves.
Crazy day here in the United States of America. Probably the most dangerous episode of The Celebrity and President yet today. It was D-Day. In this case, the D stands for dementia, but it was D-Day today. We're coming to you from Los Angeles for the local time just after 5 p.m., which was Trump's deadline for Iran to, quote, open the effing strait or you'll be living in hell. He gave a hard cutoff time of right.
If you think this is just another normal story, then hold on and make sure to like and subscribe, because what is about to unfold is far from simple, as this weekend turned from ordinary family moments into something that felt like a high-stakes global drama.
What do you imagine? Let me set the scene, okay? You're finishing your Easter brunch, cleaning up, the kids are running out to the yard to find jelly beans, and suddenly your 79-year-old grandpa stands up and he yells, "Open the strait, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah." You'd put him in the car and drive him straight to the emergency room, right? I mean, the whole family would be crying.
It all started on social media, but these were not normal updates, as the messages felt more like suspense-driven trailers, giving away just enough to keep people watching while holding back the full picture.
But a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. 4 months ago, I agree, I'm against civilizations being annihilated as well. Thank you for taking a stand. Realize this is the same man that he was bitching about losing the Nobel Peace Prize. Now he's threatening a civilization with death. He went from Mahatma Gandhi to General Zod like that.
Then suddenly the focus shifted to Iran, where there was no clear plan, but the tone kept changing so quickly, it felt like multiple scripts were being played at once, each one trying to raise the intensity even higher.
The days we woke up to this. Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the strait, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah, President Donald J. Trump. I believe that's a letter from Paul to the Corinthians. You know, we've heard the word unhinged a lot this weekend, probably more than any weekend ever. But
one moment it felt like everything was about to escalate, and the next it all cooled down, as if the entire situation had been paused. But the reality is, the world does not get to take breaks like a TV show.
It goes every single time. Trump says something insane. He says, "I'm going to kill everybody tomorrow at 5 p.m. We all freak out. And then he's like, "You know what, actually, I'll kill everyone in 2 weeks. And then we relax, and then he forgets he ever said it in the first place. He has the memory and the skin color of a goldfish. And maybe the worst part, I mean, we know he's bananas, but maybe the worst part of all this is how relaxed the congressional Republicans are.
What stood out the most was not just what was being said, but how it was being delivered, as every post and update seemed carefully timed to build suspense and keep everyone constantly waiting for what would come next.
Today, the president and the first lady presided over the annual White House Easter egg roll. This is a tradition that dates back to 1878. And what you're about to see, even though we did not have video back when Rutherford B. Hayes was running the show, I have to believe that this would rank among, if not at the top, of the most preposterous moments in White House Easter egg roll history.
They were giving me a briefing about that, and they said normally when you're in very hostile territory, and I don't think it gets...
Then things became even more surreal as an innocent Easter event somehow turned into a stage for conversations that felt completely out of place, where candy and politics collided in a way that was impossible to ignore.
Threatens to annihilate a civilization. They're like, well, you know how he is. He's a big talker. He yaps. And it's always 2 weeks. He's like a conscientious employee. He always gives 2 weeks' notice.
I'll be making a big decision on the Paris Accord over the next 2 weeks. We're signing a health care plan within 2 weeks. We call it the gold card, and we're going to start selling hopefully in about 2 weeks. So we can just sit down, and I'll do this at some point over the...
Just when it seemed like nothing else could happen, rumors suddenly appeared, and talk of hospitalization began spreading rapidly. With no confirmation yet, the internet quickly turned it into a major talking point.
Rumor going around over the weekend that Trump had been hospitalized at Walter Reed because he didn't appear in public from Wednesday to Sunday. The White House was aggressively defensive. They wrote, deranged liberals cook up insane conspiracy theories when POTUS goes 12 hours without speaking to press. Maybe that's because our deranged president never goes more than 12 minutes without speaking to press. But to be clear, Trump was not hospitalized this weekend, even though he definitely should have.
At that point, it no longer felt like real life, but more like an overproduced drama where every new update made the story more complex, leaving people both confused and completely hooked.
Tonight, Mr. Ban Mail-in Voting voted by mail in a special election in Palm Beach. This is a district Trump won by double digits 2 years ago, and the district he lives in. But seems like maybe the magic is wearing off because last night, a Democrat, Emily Gregory, scored a major upset over a Republican that Trump endorsed. She won one solidly red seat in the state legislature, which is a real kick in the golf balls for Mar-a-Lago.
The biggest issue was that there was no clear ending, as everything remained open to interpretation, and what should have been a simple holiday slowly turned into a confusing and unpredictable narrative.
I will tell you, I spent a lot of time this weekend thinking about, what's the name of that imbecile who runs the country? Donald Trump. Donald Trump. And I assume you saw what he posted about Robert Mueller over the weekend, which, got me thinking. He lies so much. He lies like more than any human, not only have I ever met, any human I've ever even read about, more than any real or fictional person. Like today, for instance, he gave Iran 48 hours to open the Strait of Hormuz before he would start bombing.
As the weekend started coming to an end, it became clear that this was not just a series of random events, but a chain reaction where each headline triggered the next, creating a non-stop flow of chaos.
2 days ago, Trump said the Republican candidate, John Maples, had his complete and total endorsement and that John will never let you down. And he's right, he won't, because he's back to work as a financial planner. He lost the race. The idea that Trump voted by mail at the same time he's trying to ram this Save My Fat Orange Ass Act through Congress right now, which is a bill that would do away with mail-in ballots, has put leaders in the GOP in a bit of a pickle. The Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, was asked about this latest act.
The Iran situation in particular refused to settle, as every new statement either sounded like escalation or just another layer of buildup, making even experts question whether they were watching reality or performance.
Today, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. He's the only president who teases a bombing the same way ABC promotes new episodes of Will Trent. And then today he changed that deadline. He said Iran could be taken out by midnight tomorrow, but he didn't specify if that's our tomorrow or their tomorrow. We could start a World War III over a time zone error. Things are running like a Swiss.
Everything seemed to follow a strange pattern where family moments, political discussions, rumors, and denials all blended together into one continuous stream, making it difficult to separate what truly mattered from what was just noise.
The blockade in the Strait of Hormuz is preventing imports of nitrogen, which is a key ingredient in the fertilizer American farmers need to grow crops, to grow our food. The price of fertilizer has skyrocketed since the war started. But don't worry, because when the manure hits the fan, President Old MacDonald has a plan.
Hello, everyone. This is your favorite president, Donald J. Trump. Recently, I started a war in Iran. It's not a war, but it is a war. And for reasons I don't care to understand, we are out of fertilizer.
By the time it was all over, there was still no real closure, as questions remained unanswered. And the biggest one of all was whether this was actual leadership or simply a carefully staged performance.